I think I like better than. While it's still plagued with a few of the same problems, I think the production is overall better, and the energy is higher. The delivery is sharper, and the tune is just more fun. I like the contrast here between the crooning and the raps. It's naughty, too, which sometimes makes things more interesting. I also get a lot of like vibes here. Overall, we have one good song out of two. Not good odds. I think the problem is that I'd rather dance, and sometimes he seems a bit morose. I think I would have gone with a little angrier tune as one of the tracks, or perhaps a poppy, party rock anthem. You want something to remember you by, and this may not be it. Hardly the most impressive solo outing. He might just need a little more punch. This MV could have been titled What a Long, Strange Trip It's Been. Apparently munches it on his skateboard, lying on the pavement as a car totals his deck. Not long after, he's in the gym, remarkably scrape-free, while his pink ball turns into a basketball and rolls into him. As he shoots the basket, the ball turns into a number of smaller spheres. Then he eats in a cafe whilst a woman swims into view like a fish in an aquarium. And, wow. I can't say it's expensive, but I think it's inventive. It's interesting how they take images of things and kind of give you the result you wouldn't expect. His skateboard gets crunched, and he's lying on the pavement. There's some rhyme and reason to this, though. They never seriously disrupt the physics of the real world, at least not in a blatant way. It's more subtle than that. Things that make you blink and shake your head are more powerful than floating objects or flashy effects. And I think that's the beauty of it. Did it cost a lot? I can't say. But the shots are rooted in the real world, and I get the sense they didn't have a lot of space to work with. Was it fun? Yes, because my logical mind kept trying to make sense of it while my right brain said interesting. If you're still looking for an explanation, maybe he hit his head in the skateboard accident and he's seeing things. To go along with the naughtier nature of the song, we have a slightly naughtier MV to begin with. Is floating above the bed, and then when he falls back onto the bed, it's not a bed, but a pool of water, bubbles, and his body shining out in the blackness. There's a silhouette of an unclothed woman with a lovely S-line, and various other images of him floating, kissing, etc. There's even a quasar, and I probably don't have to interpret this MV for anyone over the age of 10. To YG's credit, they didn't go full-out sex maniac with this. Instead, we see flashes, hints. We don't see over-the-top images of people pointing to their privates, or grabbing them, nor do we see the obligatory fruit crashing into milk scene. So old hat, it's sad. We get to see a hot woman, but there's nothing here as risque as what you'd find with a typical girl band MV, and it had a lot of color to it. I thought it was interesting how most things were brightly hued. I thought the curtains were cheesy, but the rest of the effects were actually kind of engaging. They did a good job here trying to keep it light and more upbeat, and it went well with some of the smooth rhythms in the song. Another enjoyable MV, I think, with some interesting twists. There were things I didn't imagine we'd be seeing, and pretty creative for a song that's only about just one thing. Score averaged across both MVs, 8, 9, 9,